Now let's look at a two-proportion test. We're looking at a problem dealing with a drug company that wants to test out a new drug it has developed that is designed specifically to prevent colds. The company claims that the drug works equally well on both men and women. So they're going to test that claim and choose a random sample. On their random sample, they end up with 142 women and 196 men. When the study concluded, out of those women, 57 had developed a cold and 105 of the men had developed a cold. So based on the study, is there a difference? So we're not looking at one group being greater than the other group. We're just looking at, is there a difference? So let's go down here. And our state step says that there is a difference between the proportion of men and women that developed a cold while taking the new drug. Our null hypothesis, since we're comparing two separate proportions, our P sub M is our proportion of men, where our P sub W is our proportion of women. Our null hypothesis says that they're equal, meaning the same number or proportion of men as women develop the cold. Our alternative hypothesis is that there is a difference, so that just that they are not equal. We're not trying to prove that one is greater than or less than the other. So let's go over to our StatCrunch program. We're going to go to stat proportion to sample, and again, this is going to be with a summary. Our first sample is going to be our men, so we're going to include that 105 successes out of the 196 total. Out of our women, 57 out of the 142 developed a cold. We're going to do a hypothesis test, and since we're looking for that there is a difference, it's going to be not equal. So we're going to click on calculate. When we calculate this, you get a p-value of 0.0147. That low p-value, which is less than our alpha, proves to us that there is definitely a difference between the men and the women. It doesn't tell us which one is greater than the other one, but there is definitely a difference. So our conclusion would be that we can reject our null and accept our alternative, that there is a difference in the proportion of men that develop a cold compared to the proportion of women that develop a cold while on this new drug.